Imagine a world without the infectious, foot-stomping joy of Happy Together, a song that defined an era and still echoes through pop culture decades later. That's the reality we now face after the passing of Mark Volman, the iconic voice behind one half of the legendary duo Flo Eddie. But here's where it gets contentious. While many remember the Turtles as a one-hit wonder, their story is far richer and more complex, with twists that reveal the grit of a music industry shaped by ambition, rebellion, and reinvention. Volman, who co-founded the 1960s rock-pop band The Turtles, passed away at 78 on September 5, 2025, after a sudden illness. His representative confirmed the news, noting that Volman had been battling Lewy body dementia, a progressive brain disorder characterized by abnormal protein deposits that disrupt cognition, movement, and perception. Since 2020, though the exact role of the disease in his death remains unclear, Volman's openness about his diagnosis added a poignant chapter to his legacy. In a 2023 interview with People, he described hallucinations caused by the condition. Yet he faced the challenge with characteristic resilience. I got hit by the knowledge that this was going to create a whole new part of my life. And I said, okay, whatever's going to happen will happen, but I'll go as far as I can. A sentiment that speaks volumes about his spirit. The Turtles burst onto the scene in the mid-1960s with a string of hits that defied genre boundaries. Their rendition of Bob Dylan's It Ain't Me, Babe, and She'd Rather Be With Me showcased their ability to blend folk rock with a youthful, rebellious energy. But it was Happy Together, a track that would eventually achieve triple platinum status in the US. That cemented their place in music history. The song's enduring popularity is no accident. It's been featured in countless films, TV shows, and even a nostalgic Nintendo 64 commercial for Super Smash Bros., proving its timeless appeal. Volman's journey with the Turtles began in his hometown of Los Angeles, where he met fellow bandmate Howard Kaylan in high school. The two experimented with various musical styles before settling on the folk rock sound that defined the Turtles. By the 1970s, however, tensions arose with their label, White Whale Records, over creative control. This led to the band's gradual disbandment and a surprising pivot. Volman and Kaylan joined Frank Zappa's Mothers of Invention, bringing their vocal flair to Zappa's avant-garde compositions. But here's the twist. Contractual obligations with White Whale forced them to adopt stage names, leading to the creation of the moniker Flo Eddie when they resumed touring in 1983. The nickname, a playful nod to their alter egos, became a brand in itself, with Volman as Flo and Kaylan as Eddie. And this is the part most people miss. The duo's post-Turtles career wasn't just about nostalgia. They hosted a radio show on LA's K-Rock FM, contributed vocals to iconic artists like Bruce Springsteen and John Lennon, and even scored film soundtracks. Their partnership endured until 2018, when Kaylan stepped back from touring. Volman, ever the showman, kept performing until his final days. So what's the takeaway? The Turtles' story isn't just about a hit song. It's a blueprint of artistic evolution in a rapidly changing industry. From their early days as surf rockers, to their experimental phase with Zappa, and finally to their decades-long run as Flo Eddie, Volman and Kaylan proved that reinvention is possible. But it's also a reminder of the human cost of creativity. Tolman's battle with Lewy body dementia raises a provocative question. Should artists continue performing despite declining health? Or does the pursuit of art sometimes demand a pause? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe artists owe it to their fans to keep going? Or should they prioritize their well-being above all else? Volman is survived by his partner Emily Volman, daughters Hallie Volman and Serena Miller, and brother Phil Volman. His music, however, will live on, a testament to a life that refused to be forgotten.